Yo, we're back. Welcome back to the source. 11 games tonight. A lot of bets to be made. Oh, last night was dope, by the way. I went 4-1 last night. Another great night. Today's a big one. So I'm splitting it into 2 episodes. I got this one with the first 6 games, and then I got another episode coming in a few hours with the last 5 games. So let's do it. Let's rake in the units.
Welcome to the source. Hey, get the source. The source. The source. Hey, get the source.
First up, Pistons versus Hawks in Detroit. This line opened Detroit plus 7.5, so a home dog right out the gate. Both early bets and early money favoring the Hawks. But then the Pistons money starts coming in and the books do not like it. This line drops 4 whole points. We are now Detroit plus 3.5. Now, whether or not that's a reaction to the Pistons money or the Hawks are resting people, we obviously don't know at this point. But stay tuned. I'll keep everyone posted on Twitter and Instagram and even Facebook I'm using now. I'll keep everyone posted. Trae Young, DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, Chris Dunn, Tony Snell. We need answers for all 5 of those Hawk players. All pretty important pieces. We don't know if they're playing or not at this point. So we can't make a final decision yet. But I will say I feel the right side to be on is the Pistons. Hawks are on back-to-back games and they're with a thin roster as it is. So is depth going to be an issue? Is fatigue going to be an issue? Some of these guys aren't used to playing 40 minutes. Hold up, though. I do have something for you. I am going to put the over at 217 on today's menu. Now, quick reasoning for that. I think Detroit's game plan is going to be to run Atlanta out of the gym. Keep them running. They know that their lineup's thin right now. I mean, if I was coaching at Detroit, that would be my strategy. Wouldn't it be yours? So I think Detroit's going to run this game as fast-paced as possible. So over 217 on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story next game. Next game up, Magic Lakers in Orlando. This line opened Orlando plus 9.5. So back-to-back big home dogs here. The entire world, every single adult in this country that's old enough to gamble is betting on the Lakers tonight. The bets and money all over the Lakers. Money is pinned on the Lakers all day. Consensus line moves from Orlando plus 9.5 up to Orlando plus 10. Does the source have the balls to bet Orlando here? Well, first up, I need to see injury reports. Schroeder questionable for the Lakers. Few question marks on Orlando's side, so can't make a final decision again because of all these questionable unknowns, last-minute inactives. The NBA's been a little crazy this year. But I am going to put Orlando plus 10 and the under at 210 on the list for this video. Neither of them are on the menu at this point, but there's a chance. I mean, if Ross plays and Ennis plays for Orlando and then Schroeder doesn't play, there's a chance I add the Magic to the menu. But as of right now, neither on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story next game. Next up, Wizards versus Spurs in Washington. 2 of the hotter teams in the NBA right now. This line opened Washington plus 1. Both early bets and early money split pretty much right down the middle. Check this out though. All through the morning, the Spurs money is creeping in slowly. The books don't like it, man. This consensus line moved from Washington plus 1. We're now at Washington plus 3.5. Is Hachimura playing for Washington? Are the Wizards resting anybody? Is that why the line's moving so dramatically? These are questions I need the answers to. But obviously, just looking at this, knowing these 2 lineups, Wizards plus 3.5 at home has to be the play. So I'm putting that on the menu for now. But there's obviously a chance. Who knows what they're going to announce. But as of right now, Wizards plus 3.5 on the menu. Anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story next game. Next game up, Sixers versus Thunder in Philly. This lineup with the Sixers laying 10.5 points at home. And even at 10.5, all the bets and all the money early is on Philly. Bets and money stay on Philly all night and all morning. But check this out. Consensus line moves from 10.5 up to Philly minus 11.5. Then it quickly moves back down to 11. Why did that happen exactly? I mean, I'm not seeing any surge of Oklahoma City money coming in. Doesn't really make sense, in my opinion. And I know I might be a little over the top with this. I think the books are trying to keep the money on Philly. Ben Simmons, out. Joel Embiid, questionable. Tobias Harris, questionable. That guy Korkmaz, that shooter they got, he's questionable too. I mean, I get it. Oklahoma City is awful, and they have a ton of injuries of their own. But at 11.5 points, without the Sixers' 3 best players and their best shooter, if none of those 4 play, Oklahoma City plus 11.5 is a gift. So for right now in this video, I'm putting up OKC plus 11 and the under at 219. Neither are going on the menu for now. I mean, if they say, we know Ben Simmons isn't playing. If they say Embiid isn't playing and Tobias Harris isn't playing, are you really going to blame me for taking OKC plus 11? I mean, the line will start to drop. But if you can get in there early, I feel like that's a solid win. We'll see. Instagram story and Twitter next game. Next up, Raptors, Cavs in Toronto, in Tampa. Line open Toronto minus 10.5. Everyone's on the Cavs. Bets, money, everyone on Cleveland. Money stays pinned on the Cavs all through the night, all through the morning, doesn't move. Consensus line drops from 10.5 down to Toronto minus 10. Yo, the Raptors are fully healthy. I don't know what everyone's doing betting the Cavs without Colin Sexton. The Raptors have won 4 of their last 5. Their only loss is at New York to the Knicks. I think the Raptors are going to play well for the last month of this season. I'm happy to fade all this money and take Toronto minus 10. I'm happy to even put it on the menu because I like it. I think they rout them. Give me Toronto minus 10. I am reboarding the Raptors chopper. So, I'm back on the Raptors chopper. Raptors put minus 10. Anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story next game. Last game up for this video, Knicks, Suns in the Mecca. This should be a great game. It's New York Knicks time. This line open Knicks +2. So, after 12 straight covers and 9 straight wins, the Knicks as underdogs, everyone's got to be betting the Knicks, right? No one's that stupid. Nope. All the money's on the Suns. Still, people still fading the Knicks. Mind-blowing. Let's track the money movement throughout the night and through the morning, though. I'm sure those Knicks bets are coming in. What is going on? Why are people still fading the Knicks? You mean to tell me that this team has won 9 games in a row? There's only one other team in the league that's won 9 games in a row. It's the Jazz. So this Knicks team has won 9 games in a row. They've covered the spread 12 games in a row. They're at home. They are getting points. And still 70, 80, whatever percent of the money is going the other way. The Suns are on a back-to-back too. Just played in Brooklyn yesterday evening. I can't explain it. I don't know. This is why people lose in Vegas. They're thinking themselves out of the money. When a team has covered 8 straight, keep betting them until they fail. Like, I don't feel bad for anyone who has lost money betting against the Knicks in the last 6 or 7 games. When someone's on, just keep riding it. Whatever. Knicks +2. Throw it on the menu. If anything changes, nothing's changing. I'm just obviously betting the Knicks. That's it for the first episode. There will be another episode coming in a couple hours with the other 5 games. More picks for the menu tonight. 11 games is just too much to cram into one episode. So I'll see you back here in a couple hours. Later.